Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who taught us this truth.
That's right.
Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect.
Come on.
The men doing this work in truth and sincerity across the four winds.
That's right, man.
You know, we the GMS Germany camp. I know you can't really see us, I can, but we, it's Old Dark 30. And we in transit back to Deutschland, back to the belly of the bitch. After coming together with the Akim in Holland, to have the first day of the feast of the Passover. And while we were there, during that ceremony, it made me realize that the Lord was with us first and foremost, but we are actually practicing the righteous acts of our heritage, man, our traditions, and we should be thankful above all things, thankful and having and asking for more understanding and more wisdom. What are we about to bring out?
This is Matthew chapter 18.
Okay.
And let me start. 20. That's 20. So for where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
Okay. And the spirit was heavy when we were in that ceremony, man.
Sure.
To be amongst Akim, all in the same vibration. To be amongst men who've been doing this work in truth and sincerity, and we all in the same vibration. We all got the same mentality. It's a beautiful thing. To think 2 years and 3 years ago, a lot of Israelites that are awake now were in utter darkness, man.
That's right.
We were in utter darkness. I myself, many Akim, man, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he used men on this earth to put the remembrance of Israel back into the hearts of Israelites, man, unto the ones who are going to hearken. And that's a beautiful thing. And this is what the Spirit is telling me to do this lesson on, man. To be thankful, man, because this shit is about to pop off. Famine of the Word, Jacob's trouble, RFID chips. The plagues are already here. The pestilences are here. It's not going to slow down. It's going to pick up. What were you about to bring out?
No, finish it though, man.
It's not going to slow down.
Okay.
Just like we was just talking, now that the Lord has woken us up, and he's given the understanding unto men who want to be diligent in this truth, who want to represent their heritage in truth and diligence and sincerity. And with that being said, these men not going to quit. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they're not going to quit. They're going to keep doing the work. I myself and the Ak right here, Akim in Holland, Akim all over the world that are pushing this truth with GMS. Yahweh Ratazah, we don't quit until Yahweh Shai comes back, man.
Sure, man. Come on.
What I was about to get? I was about to call a precept.
This is Luke 1:68. Blessed be the Lord power of Israel, for he has visited and redeemed his people, and has raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. For he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
See? Since the world began. Go ahead,
and the Ark just brought us, man. The Lord just brought to the men of GMS, to the elders and apostles, the truth out, man. And we should be thankful for everything, man. Because the Lord set these men up to guide us in the right way, and we are set up to guide other people in the right way.
Okay.
Because the people, like for example, I came with truth through the Ark Club, man. You know what I mean? And now through the stream of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we're walking this straight and narrow path. But we have to keep on pushing and doing this way, man. In all situations.
Kind of get that precept. Blessed is he that turneth a man from a sinner from his sins. You know what I'm talking about?
You mean?
Man. turn the sinner away from the sins, man. You know, you can say what you want to say about the elders and apostles of GMS, but they have woken up many people, man. They have given this truth unto many people, and it just spread like a wildfire, like water, man. Like roots, water touching to every branch of a root. Look at a tree. When you look at a tree in the ground and you look at a huge tree, you know, the roots are deep and it's so, you can look at it, you try to pull a tree down, the root will be you'll be standing in one place, you get almost 3 meters, 4 meters away under the ground, it's the roots of that tree. You know, depending on how big that tree is, and Israel is the biggest tree. You know, and when I say tree, I mean our nation is the biggest nation. You know, the Lord said we are as the sand of the sea. But this truth is going to reach the whole sand of the sea. Honestly, they're the ones that's supposed to get it, because there are going to be many that don't get it, but they'll be beaten with few stripes. You know, but there are allotted to die. There are allotted to perish. You know. But then there'd be men who were supposed to receive a wonderful promise. The men of Israel, the men of GMS. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Yahweh Ratazah, we are of that number.
I think it's maybe this one, Ezekiel 33:8. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou doest not speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way. It's like the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will require it in hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
Break it down, all right?
Yeah, like I just said, I thought it's the priest that you wanted, but
yeah, it's not the one, but yeah, that's a good precept. Go ahead.
But yeah, man, when we know the right way and just hide it like the priest says, under our bed, you know, who hides his candle under the bed, you know, the blood gonna be cried on your hand. This is why we have to go out there, that we gonna deliver our own soul, man. You know, the men that push the truth, the sincerity, man, they're delivering their own soul to this world, man. Because these men that you wake up in the truth are your fruits, man. You know what I mean?
You finish that?
Yeah.
It's like I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, which one?
James 5:20. And like I said, you know, that's why the scriptures say you shall know them by their fruits and by their works.
This is James 5. Let me start at Bible Shade 18. And he prayed again, and the heaven gave rain. Now it's like the 19. Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth and won't convert him, let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save his soul from death, and shall hide the multitude of sins, man.
Shall do what?
Shall hide the multitude of sins, man.
So there are men who are waking up a 100-fold. There are men who are waking up a 50-fold. What's that? You know, there are men who have waken up so many people. You know, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Yahweh Ratazah, they've covered a multitude of sins, man. You know, because our sin as Israel is as scarlet in the Lord's eyes, man. He sees everything. He sees our transgressions. What the Lord say that Israel is our righteousness is a dirty rag.
Filthy rag, yeah, man.
You know? So we've transgressed so deeply and so horribly against the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that he punished us in such a way. But he still has a remnant that he gave to Yahushai, that Yahushai is vouched for, man. Yahushai is vouched for these men. Yahushai has promised these men to be heirs, joint heirs unto him and his father's house, man. You know?
This is Matthew 13:8. Well, let me start at straight to the point 8. But other fell into the good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Yeah, man.
And others fell on good ground.
Okay.
That means that are men who fell on good ground. When that says good ground, that means that this truth is taking root inside of them, man.
Can nourish them. Man.
It nourished them. They fell on that seed, which is the truth, fell on good ground, which is your mind, man. And it planted and it grew. It's growing in your spirit, man.
Because there are many grounds, man. There are dry grounds, you know.
Stony grounds.
Yeah, you know. And basically on the good ground, going to receive the fruit as like the seed, and the seed going to grow in it, man. You know, because we have many examples of that. You know, we were just talking to the Aki from Holland, man, and they were just telling how many people came and left, you know what I'm saying? And because they're long in the truth, there are some men, I think 13 years in the truth or even longer, man. And the same thing, how much more the elders and apostles, that's what I always say, man. Hey, we see these examples, man. We see these people, man, they just want to make money. You know, they come and go so on and so forth, man. It's all the spirit,
but
man.
them men who came into this truth to put their hands to the plow, you know, and who lost patience, who turned their back on Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're going to be beaten with many stripes, man. You're going to be punished. It is what the scripture say, it's better that you have never even known the truth, man.
I got you. Got to preach it real quick if you want to.
Right,
Luke 9:62. Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of heaven of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So like it.
And we are plowmen.
Okay.
We are husbandmen, man. We are doing the work right now in these end times, plowing this seed in the minds of the Israelites, man. And when they say that plow, what does a plow do? It gets the ground, it breaks up the ground so this seed can be laid down.
Okay. Gotta preach what you want.
You know? So you put your hand to do this work and then you turn back, hey man, it's gonna be worse for you. It's gonna be worse for you than a dude who never even knew the truth. Go ahead.
The 2 Peter 2:21. For it had been better for them not to know the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them.
God, man.
God.
See? Turn from the holy commandment delivered unto you. Go ahead,
No, finish it.
This is like the Lord is giving you a lifeline and you saying, I don't want that shit.
God.
You know, he's giving you a winning, like you ever seen that movie Willy Wonka, the Chocolate Factory? You know, it's like the Willy Wonka, he owned the chocolate factory, and he made golden tickets and he put them in all of his chocolates. There's only 5.
Yeah. Kind of noticed. I know.
You know,
yeah.
The Lord is giving these tickets to these men right now, man. He's giving you a golden ticket by giving you this truth in these last days.
Amen. Because this truth is it's the secret place of the Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. And all these people out there in the world, man, they are dead, man. They're gonna be just fucking destroyed with this world, man.
God.
You know, we're meditating and talking about with the Akim and Holland. Man, these people over here, man, they're gonna be just fucking destroyed, man. This mist is gonna fuck them up. This disease is gonna fuck them up. Then, like you can read in verse of Psalm 17. You know what I mean? Like, hey, the Lord gonna put mad spirits upon you, man. The spirit of vengeance, man. So be thankful, man. Because I gotta preach it real quick. This is Hebrews 10:26. So like it. But let me start at 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
Not for doing what?
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
You know, and then you got men who don't want to come together as Israel, man.
Yeah, man, it's the truth, man.
You know, when you say let's come together, they act like I don't want to do that, man.
And we're not talking about unity camps, huh?
Nah, we're not talking about unity camps. Nah,
we're talking about Jakes.
Yeah,
they're in the area, man. And they are, the way is too far for me, man. You know, 2 hour drive is too far for me, man.
Why you under that name GMS, man?
Yeah.
You don't need to be in no camp.
Man. Get out of here, man.
You don't need to be under no wicked Pharisees. You know?
Come, man.
That's some bullshit, man.
Come.
The Lord has blessed you with His Spirit and His power, and He's giving you men who's showing you that they want to do this work. 30 years plus.
Yeah, man. Hey, but to let you know that the Lord just put them into the congregation to be condemned, man. Because some people out there, they put their hand to the plow, went back, put their hand to the plow, went back, put their hand to the plow, and then they're out of nowhere with Akim, they're in the truth, man. You know what I mean?
Come.
Hey, this is your condemnation, man. Because you have witnesses against you, man.
Come, man.
But let me keep on reading.
Go ahead, Ox.
Hebrews 10 and 25, not forsaking assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching.
You see?
That's what we
So
do
we're
right
supposed
now.
to come together, man.
Come, man.
And they do what? Read it again.
So like it. As the manner of, let me read it again. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. Man.
Exalting one another.
And look at this one.
Exhorting one another, man. And when you exhort, what do? You about to look at the word?
Can't look at the word.
Come.
So like,
Because, you know, Amos 3 and 3, first and foremost,
come.
can two walk together unless they be agreed? Can't. You know? But also, if you agreeing with what we're saying, and we're telling you congregate with us, you know,
Come.
now when you see like shit, you know, like these dudes are doing the work, man.
Come.
I want to congregate with them, you
Come.
know. But if we're not in agreement, then there's no point of you even trying to meet with me.
Come.
If you're not pushing this truth in diligence and sincerity,
In the truth, man.
if you're not pushing this truth in truth,
Okay.
according to the doctrine, the sound doctrine that we have learned,
Yeah.
then we can't be together.
That's right, man.
You know?
Come. It's like a definition of the etymology line of exhortation, late 14th century, from Old French, an exhortation, encouragement.
And do what?
Encouragement.
Okay. So you're gonna fall in this truth, man.
Come.
You're not gonna come in this truth being perfect.
Come.
You know? The seed has been planted, and you need water.
Come.
You need sunlight to make that seed grow.
Come.
You need nutrients from the soil.
Come.
You know? And we all know how the Lord talks. The Lord talks in parables.
Good.
The Lord talks in euphemisms, if that's the right word, where He talks like He calls Judah a lion. He
Yeah.
calls Banyam
Wolf.
a raving wolf, a ravenous wolf. You know, Issachar, a hard ass.
Like it.
You know, so we got to look at everything spiritually and physically. You know, but to get back onto the point, what I was trying to say is that the Lord has set up men to exhort you, to give you understanding, to help you when you fall, to encourage you to keep pushing, to show you how to do lessons, to show you how to feed Israel, to show you how to feed yourself. You know, feed yourself spiritually in this truth. You know, and we should be thankful for that, man, because that shit is about to go away. This internet is about to go away. This truth being pushed on the vibration that it is, Esau's gonna try to stomp that shit out, man. He's gonna want to silence the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai because he knows he has but a short time.
That's right, man. Good precept for that. It's Isaiah 55 and 6. And it says, seek ye the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near, man. You know, because they're gonna become a time like the Ark said, man. Well, the shit gonna, how can I say, man? The shit hits the fence, man.
Hit the fence.
Because this regular life that you got, you know, go to your job, can do whatever you want, man. It's gonna be taken away, man. We just watched this movie through the spirit.
Domestics.
You know, Domestics and the other, I forgot the other
Edge of
movie.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Watching with the Akim, you know, and this showed you, man. These people gonna go rampage, man. You have women in chains and shit, you know, locked down. They're like, yeah.
Money don't mean shit.
They just found the fucking hair of a blonde woman, man. They're like, where the bitch at? They wanted to have her, man. Do you think this is a joke, man? People eating human flesh?
Yeah.
You know, be like, hey, like the Ark said, man, Nathaniel, man. You know, he was talking about the movie just yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago when we came here, and we watched it through the spirit. this Jake was there, man, with his Jake family, and they fought. This Jake father found a woman, this blonde woman, and her man, you know. And then they ate flesh.
He invited them to the house.
Yeah, everything they ate together. You know?
Dinner and shit.
Yeah, and then he was like, they ate flesh, you know, and this guy was like, what meat was this, man?
I want to take some with me when I leave.
Yeah, and he like, yeah, what do you think what flesh was, man? Do you see any cows here?
Yeah.
Any deers?
Yeah.
He even said dogs, bro.
Yeah.
He said dogs or birds, man. You see anything of him, man?
Nah.
And the guy was like, what? He's like, it's human flesh, man. The other guy threw the drop, man. You're gonna see cannibalism. You see all that. You're gonna see all that shit, man. You know?
Man.
And what they're saying, predictive programming, man.
God.
They want to show you adventures and think this is normal, but this shit won't be normal, man. Rape, murder gonna be like rampage out here, man. You know, they're gonna be raping women, man. They're gonna be eating each other, man. Like the Akim said, man. They're gonna capture you, gonna chop you off your leg, man. Gonna eat
Close
you.
it up.
Close it up that you just
Stay alive.
Yeah, man. That this meat gonna last longer, man.
Keep that fresh meat, man.
And do you think this is a joke, man? And who gonna keep you stable, man, these days, man?
And what did he say? He said it's gamey but tender.
Come on, man.
That means like stretchy, like goomy. It's goomy but tender, you know?
Come on, man. Lasting. Come on, man.
Ugh.
And the shit is, man. And the thing is, we're gonna keep you stable in these times, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna see, man. It wasn't a fat Jake. It was like looked like military Jake, man. You know what I mean? Like a little bit bulked up. You know what I mean?
God.
But he like, I have to take care of my family. Do you think they're gonna give a fuck about you, man? The only body that's gonna care for you if you do this truth and diligence and sincerity, according to his will, is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man.
God.
You know what I mean? Because they're gonna betray us, man. Our own people are gonna betray us, man.
God.
They're gonna betray us. You know, like it says Matthew, because the prophecy is coming to pass, but this prophecy didn't happen yet, man. You know, and like we just told, Salaki, just want to just bring it out real quick.
Yeah.
And like we talked with the Ark, man. These people, some people in the truth have to understand that it's not a light thing to die. When you read the crucifixion of Yahushua, man, was Yahushua in the happy spirit when he knew that they're gonna fucking die? They're gonna be crucified, man. Yahushua prayed 3 times, man. The Lord and Savior prayed 3 times. The only begotten Son, man. So how much more are we gonna be in the heavy spirit? Yahweh we're gonna have the spirit to willingly die for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, but you can be sure that we're gonna have the fucking heavy spirit upon us, man.
God.
You know? Even though we know what's death, we're gonna have heavy spirit upon us because the Lord can ultimately try us, man.
God.
You know what I mean? If we're gonna really take the death or not, man. Whatever comes, man.
You know?
Yeah.
God, man.
But I have to of excitation at the monoline. In the Greek is parakelo, and it says to call to one side, call for, summon, to address, speak to, which may be done in the way of exhortation, entreat, comfort, instruction.
Okay.
To admonish, exhort.
Yeah.
To beg, entreat, beseech.
He said he called. Come to comfort, teach.
Come, man.
Come
Instruct.
together, instruct.
Come.
You know, and you can sit you can think you're reading the scriptures, man, but you're not gonna understand everything, man.
Come, man.
The Lord is not gonna give you every key to every precept, man. He don't do it like that. Only Yahweh Shem Yahushai had it, because he was perfect, man. We aren't perfect, man.
Come.
We're striving to be perfect, but the Lord gave each man in his true talents. He gave each man a spirit to have certain understanding. You know?
Some more, some less, man.
Come on, man. But that's why the Lord say, where 2 or more are gathered
In my name.
in my name, I am in the midst of them.
Come.
You know? Just like we read earlier.
Come at the beginning, man.
Because once we get together, then that spirit starts flowing. Any man that's weak, he immediately comes up on another level, man.
Come.
Because you got so many minds in the scriptures, so many eyes looking at precepts from different points of views.
Come.
You know?
Especially when you it's like when you when arguing along in the truth, man, you know, you think, yeah, okay, you scratching the surface when you're debating the truth, but they're gonna go deep into the scriptures, man, basic scriptures, man. You know
Basic
what I mean?
scriptures still going deep.
Come on, man.
Con, man.
But
And tying them up to linking them to everything, man.
I got a precept. This proverb, because what the archer said is just you have to be humble, man. You have to be humble and sit your ass down and listen, man. You have to be willingly asking, you know what I mean? If you don't understand something, you have to have the humble spirit upon you to ask another man for correction or for guidance or for wisdom, for explanation, man.
Con.
You know what I mean? This is Proverbs 15:33. The fear of Yahweh is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility, man. You know? And let me read Proverbs.
Salakia. Read that one more time, Salakia.
The fear of Yahweh is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility.
The fear of Yahweh. A lot of men don't truly. A lot of people in this vibration of this kingdom, they don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They don't even acknowledge him. They don't even know him, especially not according to the truth. And if they do acknowledge him, they acknowledge him according to Edomites, to the Edomites' understanding or version of Yahushai, man. And it's true.
And this fear is not true, man. Because these Rekhi Christians don't fear, man.
They fear. If they feared him, if they feared Yahweh Shem Yahushai, then they wouldn't do what they do.
They just fear men.
They just fear men. Con.
But it's Proverbs 19.
20.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But it's what you call it, man? See, it's 60. These things I told you, just tripping a little bit, man.
Nah, it's just these little areas here.
That's what I'm saying. But this is Proverbs 29:23. A man's pride shall bring him low. No, it's this one. Salakia. Proverbs 22:4. Salakia. By humility and the fear of Yahweh are riches and honor and life. You see, you're gonna live through this, man. Because when you're humble, you're gonna fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and this is gonna give you everything you need, man. The scriptures just link up, man. In Psalms 34:9 says, "Oh, fear Yahweh, ye saints, for he that fear them has not want of anything." Roughly paraphrasing, man. So you're humble, you fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're gonna get everything you need, man. Which is knowledge to understanding, which is guidance, and every other thing that you need to survive, man.
Food.
Come on, man.
Physical food.
And the last time physical food, man, you're gonna eat, man. And that's what we have to believe in, man. But you have to truly fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. When you do that, man, be thankful, man. You know? Because you have to thankful for everything, man.
Even thankful for the fear of him, man. Because without the fear of him, you wouldn't want to do the work. You're not gonna want to keep the commandments, man. That just shows you the difference between the men of the truth, the men of the Lord, and the men of this world. You know, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, just think about Peter. What Peter did when they were trying to come take Yahushai with the Romans. He cut old dude's ear off, man. And what did Yahushai do? Healed it. Like, nah, man, chill. You know, this is part of the work right here. This is part of my Father's plan.
And the thing is, man, Yahushai used Peter as an example, man, to teach us a lot of things.
And Peter was ready to die for Yahushai, man.
Yeah, man. What did the Lord do, man? He took the spirit away from him.
God, man.
And gave it them after that again. Because what did he do? He said, like, I will never deny you, bro. He denied it 3 times.
3 times, man.
And then the other thing is because we have to understand, man, you with the Lord and Savior. You want to, you acknowledge him. You want to protect him, basically. You got the spirit upon you, you know. And then Yahushai talk to you like, bro, what you tripping, man? Why you doing that, man? If I should be saved, man, the Lord, if I pray to my Heavenly Father, He's going to send 12 legions of angels down, man.
God, 12 legions.
12 legions. A legion is up to 7,000 men. So nearly 100,000 angels, basically. Like, just to sum it up in number.
Yeah, God.
But like an unconquerable number, we say, like, you know what I'm saying? And Peter had to be fucking humiliated to this, man.
God.
You know what I mean? He had to really be in a sorrowful spirit after that.
God.
You have to be ready. You have
cried
to.
when that crow.
Come on, man. Of course.
I mean that cock. I mean
the cock crew.
The cock crew, man.
Yeah, because you have to understand, man. In the truth, you have to be ready to
endure everything.
To have everything and eat. To swallow shit up, man. You have to swallow a lot of things, man.
Because think about Yahushai. he had to swallow a lot of things for us, man.
Come.
You know? He's the only reason why we got this truth.
That's right.
He's the only reason why Yahushua died for the men of Israel, the elect men of Israel, to get this truth again, man.
That's right. Come.
You know? And this is something to be thankful for. This is what the Pesach is about, man. The remembrance of what Yahushua is, man, what the Lord did. You know?
Because of course it's about that we came out of Egypt, but now it's because the Pesach is spiritually, because Yahushua even said, do the remembrance of me, man. This is remembrance of me, you know? Because Yahushua gave us life for us, man. Yahushua basically gave us the way to escape, man. You know what I mean?
Out of this wickedness.
To pass over. He gave us a way to pass over, man. Pass over the common destruction, man. Because like Elder Apostle Gabar said, man, this truth is a Passover, man. The whole truth is a Passover. This is why we have to be in the Pesach spirit always, man. Examine ourselves. You know? Be spiritual, not carnal.
Be circumspect.
Man. Of course you're gonna trip out because if you can foresee everything, the life gonna be easy, man. You know what I mean? If you can see every trap from Shaitan, you know, it's easy. Of course you can see some things and don't be stupid, but sometimes just things gonna pop out of nowhere, man. You know, people dropping dead, man. You lose people, you're gonna gain people. People want to put you down. People gotta have something against you, man. Out of nowhere, you gotta have heavy spirits upon you, man. You know, pure spirits in your mind say like, hey, you're not worthy. You know, so on and so forth, man. It's all the spirit, but I had this preacher what I wanted to read before. Hebrews 10:26, because we read 2 Peter 2:21, man. That had to been better for them not to know the very righteousness. Rough paraphrasing. Hebrews 10:26, for if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
See?
You know what I mean?
You know?
And it's just the spirit, man, because when you know the truth, man, and then willing to go back to the world, man,
it's like a dog returning to its own vomit.
Yeah, man, you just know what you're not allowed to do. What happened in the world when you know you shouldn't do something, man? You're gonna be jacked up. So how much more from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man? And the other thing is, if you come back after you went back into the world, you come back into the truth, man, hope for the mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You know what I mean? Because, let me just read real quick, Babak Shah. This Romans 9:15. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion, man. We don't know the Lord's plan for you, man. We don't know our plan, what the Lord got planned for us, man.
To be martyrs, to be of the elect.
Count to fall, maybe our man.
To fall out, to be 2/3, we don't know.
Yahweh's not like that, but
just
where you're hoping, man. You know, you're hoping and praying that you're off that number. You're hoping and praying that you're worthy to escape all things that come upon the earth, man. And to be stand before Yahushua Mashiach, which means to receive the crown of life, man. You know?
You got these jakes saying we man pleasers, we want to please men. That's why you're doing this. You want to please men. Fuck pleasing a man. I'm trying to please the man who the
ultimate power.
The higher power who gave me this truth. What do I gotta try to please another man? What can he do for me, man? He can't save me. I'm not gonna gain salvation by pleasing another man. This just shows you how carnal these men are. You know what I mean? Like they don't even see it spiritually, man. You're trying to please a man. You're trying to please men. You know? This truth is special, is fragile, is strong. You know? Just as it was given to you, it can be taken away. Just as you came in the truth, you can fall out. Just as you woke up this morning, you can not wake up this morning.
Man. You know the truth right now. Next 5 minutes, you lesson, man.
Come on, man. You can even, the Lord will make you slip in the shower, bump your head, and you lose all your memory, man. Don't even know your damn name. Gotta learn how to walk again and everything. That's how terrible the Lord is, man.
And the thing is, man, this is why you have to stay humble, man. If you shall go forward, man. You know, because hey, the Lord gonna bring everything against you, man. You know, because everybody got different luck, man. You know what I mean? Because we talk to some Aki, man, bitches out there talking, hey, they found out that the Aki pushing the truth. They said, like, leave the truth for me. Do drugs again for me. You know? People in your family die, man. People get sick around you. People despise you and treat you bad, man, for the truth. You have to stay humble and hoping Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And you have to, like the one ox said, you have to have the thick skin of the truth, man.
Okay.
You have to be ready to swallow, man. To swallow and swallow and swallow, man. But there's things that we're going through and are compared to be, they're not worthy to be compared with
the glory that we're going to receive.
The water, man. They should be relieved in us, man. You know what I mean?
Rulership, planets, unlimited power, immortality.
Right now, we can't even comprehend what we're gonna get.
You can't even think of it.
What we're thinking right now with our wicked flesh on us still, man, it's just a surface, man.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, what we're gonna shit, man.
What is promised unto us and what the secrets that the Lord got that we don't even know about. Come on, man.
Come, man.
You know, and we want to please a man. Get the hell out of here, man. This truth is not about pleasing men. It's about pleasing Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's about trying to gain salvation through the men, through doing the work, from the power that gave you the understanding, man.
Got a precept. Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man.
With fear and trembling.
Come on, man.
You know? But the Lord got to be dealing with you to be fearing, man.
Come.
If you don't fear the Lord, you're not going to want to keep his commandments.
Come.
You're not going to...
Because you trust your own strength, man. Okay. Because we just want to please Yahweh Shem Yahushai that we work with him, man. You know what I mean? That we, and finally our nation, because this what happened on Pesach, man. This was no light thing, man. This was no light thing. So it says, man, hey, he that drinketh
the Pesach, he did the Pesach unworthily.
It's condemnation. Drink out the cup unworthily, gonna drink condemnation unto himself, man.
Okay.
Rough paraphrasing. You know what I mean? And this is the thing, man. We have to really take everything serious in this truth, man. You know, you shouldn't be like, yeah, hey, everything is serious. Nah, but things that you do, the laws that we got, man. If you can keep them, man. Don't be logging it. Don't be bullshitting, man. You know, because in the Pesach, you just felt like the ox said, the heavy spirit, man. Heavy spirit was there, you know. It made you think about a lot of things, man.
You know, self-reflection, self-examining.
And this is key in the truth, man.
You know, looking at the things that you're weak in, you know, and serving the Lord and asking him to give you strength to be stronger in it, man. You know, to remember him, to please him, man. That's what this is all about. Not pleasing men, not to be seen of men, not for filthy lucre's sake. You know, just do this work in truth and sincerity, push this word, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to handle the rest, man. Go ahead.
2 Thessalonians 2:12. That they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness, man.
See, have pleasure in unrighteousness. And the Lord said that they may be damned. You know, marked. You know, for all the said calamities and apparitions that's gonna happen, man. Look what he said what he did to Egypt, man.
And he said they're gonna visit Egypt, more than Egypt with plagues again, man.
And it's gonna be worse than what he did in Egypt, man. It's gonna be. That's why the Lord said he's gonna reward them double. You know.
Sure, man. Verse 13. But we are bound to give thanks always, always to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for you, brethren, beloved of the Most High. Yahweh Shem Yahushai
of the Most High. Read it again, Axelakia.
But we are bound to give thanks always.
Look at the word bound right quick. Bound. But we are bound to give thanks always.
The word bound in Greek is opahelo, to owe money be in debt for.
Wait a minute. So we are in debt to always give thanks unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? Go ahead, keep going, Ak.
That which is due, the debt, metaphorically, the good will do.
So you owe something to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. We got a debt out on our ass for this truth that he gave us, man. And how do we repay that debt? By believing on him, by doing this work, by striving to keep these commandments, hoping that we can repay this unrepayable debt that the Lord gave to us, man.
That's right, man. This is the line of bound. Fastened, mid-14th century, compelled, under obligation.
Under obligation. So we are obligated to give thanks unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And what does it say? Always.
Should we read again?
Well,
Thessalonians 2:13. But we are bound to give thanks always to the Most High for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth.
See? So he chose us from the beginning.
Come, man.
Read it one more time because it's Japa, man.
But we are bound to give thanks always to the Most High for you, brethren, beloved of Yahweh.
Beloved, Dawodah, of the Lord. Go ahead.
Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth.
So there are men who were chosen already from the beginning. Whoa, did I get flashed?
I think so. But
wow, I was over here.
I don't know. But it's
go ahead, I select
Ephesians 5:20. Give thanks always for all things unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and the Father in the name of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. You know?
Come, man.
You have to be thankful always, man.
Come.
These
always
things,
give thanks, man.
Come. And these things in the name of Yahushai, man.
Come.
You know what I mean? Because Yahushua is the mediator. You know, but these things that happen in these lessons, man, they're just here to distract you, man.
Con, man.
You know what I mean? Because you're having the spirit, man.
He was trying to take me out of the spirit.
Yeah, man, and you know, this is why you just have to be spiritual in all things, man. Because these things happen, they're no coincidence. We say it like that, man. They are no fun coincidence, man. Because everything that happens in this world, man, everything that happens around us and with us is controlled by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man.
You know? And we all know how Job went through what he went through. You know, how he was tested in every way. You know, in this truth. His faith was tested, man.
But it's Sirach 18:1. He that liveth forever has created all things in general. Yahweh only is righteous, and there is none other but he. Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. For he is the king of all, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane men. He knows your thoughts, he gives you your thoughts, he controls your ways, he gives you your ways, man, bro. There's some fucking free will, man. This is why whatever happens to you, man, you can change it. Whatever is meant to be happening with you, man, it's gonna happen, man. If you're gonna be one of the elect, we're gonna be one of the elect. If not, then not, man. There's no buts, ifs, or so on and so forth, man. You know, if you should lose your crown, man, you're gonna lose your fucking crown, man. It is like that, man. But you have to have the spirit to accept that, man. You have to have the spirit to accept that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai controls all these things, because then you're gonna give thanks. You have to understand that he rules in the kingdom of men, like it says in Daniel. Let me read it, matter of fact. Let me read it. You know, you have to understand that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is doing them, and Daniel 4:17. This matters by the decree of the watchers, and demand by the word of the holy ones, to the end that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. You know? So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is controlling all things, man. And when you accept this fact, man, you're gonna thank him for everything, man. And the one Ark made a good point one time when I watched a quick lesson from him. I think it was GMS in Rome or something, you know. And He was like, hey, just sit down for a few minutes, or really sit down and examine yourself, or not examine yourself, but meditate upon this. What can you give thanks to the Lord for, man? And it should pop everything in your mind, man.
Everything.
That you breathe, that you have Akim, that you live, man. That you got the notion of understanding, man. There's so many things you can't even number it, man. You know, sing. This is why I say sometimes, man. Just say the water for everything, man. For the good and the so-called good and so-called bad stuff, man. Because the thing that you think is bad, man, just sharpens you, man. So it's a good thing. You know, the trials, tribulations that you go through just sharpen you to be a better man, examine you, and strengthen you, purifying you from the wickedness that you have upon you. You know,
for gold is tried in the fire, man.
Come on, man. Cherie.
And we are the Lord's gold, man.
Come on, man.
Gold is valuable. It's the most valuable thing on the earth, is it not?
Come on. This is Sirach 2:5. For gold is.
Oh, hold on, I just like you. Because if you got tons and tons and tons of gold, are you not going to be insanely rich?
Come.
You know, that's a precious metal on the earth.
Come.
And we are the Lord's precious metal, man. Go ahead, Alex, I like you.
Right above it, Sirach 2:5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, man.
The gold is tried in fire, and acceptable men, what?
In the furnace of adversity.
In the furnace of adversity. Just like the ox says. So the things that happen to us is there to shape you, to mold you.
Come.
You know, to comfort, to break down, to see, to purge bullshit out of your spirit.
Come.
To purge wickedness off of you.
Come.
You know, to help you become that new being, that new spiritual being, man, in righteousness and holiness, appearing in white, you know, without blemish, man. And how do we do that? By following these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know? You got anything else on?
Yeah, this is the etymology line of adversity. Misfortune, hardship, difficulty, calamity, hostility.
Come, man.
Wickedness, malice. But the thing is this difficulty, man. Because when everything is easy, we'll never learn, man. Because when you think of it, like even when you were in the world, man, and you had like everything was easy and dope, man, you just chill, man. But when shit hit the fan, man, when shit went down, it just strengthened you and you learned your life lesson, you know. And this whole life is just a lesson to us, man, that we have to learn from. And Yaratza, man, purify us and be one of the elect, man. I have one more precept. It's Ephesians 4:22. That you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lusts.
Which is corrupt according to what?
The deceitful lusts.
Deceitful lust. You know? When you're in this flesh, lust after everything, man. This flesh is just in every way wants to be wicked, man. Weak. You know? Carnal, man. It wants us, and it's not even just the flesh. It's the society that we in. This queendom that we in, man. This vibration of this queendom is pushing of the same vibration of Sodom and Gomorrah, same vibration of as in the days of Noah, same vibration of ancient Babylon. We live in all of these goddamn things all over again. The same vibration of ancient Rome, ancient Assyria. It's all combined into one. All of those people are here today. Go ahead, Alex.
It's Revelation 11:8. And that their bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
You see?
Where also our Lord was crucified, man.
Spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
Come on.
Where is that today? Where is that place at today? Spiritually, Sodom and Egypt. Where are people taken into slavery? You know? But that's another lesson.
Can I just add something to it?
I can.
When you think of it, man, Sodom was just a filthy place of lust. And Egypt was...
perverse lust.
Yeah, man, perverse lust. And Egypt was the same shit, man. You know what I mean? And this both combined together is the worst kingdom that ever existed.
Come.
You know?
Go Go ahead.
And the thing is, like, what we're living right now is the modern day Rome, just simply, you know what I mean? And this kingdom where we're living in, you know, is Babylon, which is America, and we just live in an extension of this beast system, man. You know, so we live in the ultimate wickedness, man. Come.
And Sodom had the word Sodom. Just think of the word. Just look up the word Sodom, Mark.
Sodom, wicked or corrupt place. Let me look up sodomy.
A wicked or corrupt place. Go ahead.
Sodomy, 13th century, unnatural sexual relations.
Unnatural sexual relations.
Come.
That's butt sex, man.
Come.
You know?
Come.
Why did they try? What were they saying to Lot when they tried to get those two angels out of his house, man?
Come.
They wanted to rape them men, man.
Come.
You know? But anyways,
Come.
it's for another lesson.
And it's Ephesians 4:23. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. You know, and we have to try to put on the new man to the best of ability, man. We have to balance everything out, man. Because we're gonna fall, we're gonna go off, man. We're gonna do mistakes, but we have to really be spiritual and balance shit out, man. Because you can't be over righteous, you can't be under righteous. You know what I'm saying? We just have to give Yahweh Shemel Shai everything according to his will to the best of ability, man. You know? Because the thing is, we're talking always like, yeah, we can be over righteous, but we can also be under righteous, man. You know? When we have our standards, man, we should strive to keep them, you know? Of course, we shouldn't bug out and distress ourselves out. Nah, man. We're in this wicked flesh, we're in this captivity, man. We don't control our shit, man. We pray to Yahweh Shemel Shai for mercy and grace and keep on pushing, man.
And the thing that helps us out with these standards are the men that walk before us.
Come, man, all the Akim of the truth, man.
Right now, God. They've been in the truth longer than us.
Come, man. It's true, man. Because when we think of it, we get so much comfort from the Akim that are with us, that are around us, you know what I'm saying? Especially when we're on them, man. This is just really uplifting and strengthening, man.
God.
You know what I mean? But I got one more precept. This is Romans 8:17. And if children and heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with HaMashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which will be revealed in us, man.
See? So this suffering is nothing. Because this suffering, we're going to be like, damn, we went through that, but that was nothing.
This is the thing, man. You have to understand that the things that we're going to inherit, the things that we are also going to get, are unimaginable, man. We know a glimpse of it, man. You think like spiritual power, bro, but what's spiritual power out there, man? All we know is just a glimpse, man. So the suffering is really nothing, man, compared to the truth, man.
You know, and one example that just came to my mind is when you're doing like something like physical, like athletic work or something, man.
Good.
Let's picture like a giant ass hill, man. A giant hill, right? You're like, shit, I don't know if I can run up that thing like that, man. But you're just like, I'ma just push and see where I end up at. And next thing you know, you running and you see like, oh shit, I'm halfway up. I can handle this, man. I can keep going. I'm halfway up. By the time you finish that hill, you're like, damn, that wasn't so bad. You know, when you go through hard shit in your life, after you finish it, you look back, you can't even remember how it was. You know what I mean? Did that ever happen to you?
Especially in this truth right now, because the thing is, you think like I went through this, man, and I was thinking about this, that, and third, and it's all through the swim of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. You know what I mean? Like when you think of it, you went through shit like the Ox said, and this hill the hill is high, man. At the beginning, you're like, okay, you're like, oh shit, man, oh shit. Then you're on top, and you're like, man, it was easy. You know, I just had to believe in Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. The Lord just delivered me, man. This thing, man.
That's why it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
I'm just kidding, man.
You know, and like we see now, you know, and being in this truth, we see that not everybody. This is not for everybody, man.
Come.
This is not for everybody.
Come.
You know, there are only certain people that's going to get it,
Come.
and then there are only certain people that get it are going to keep it.
Come.
And out of those certain people that keep it, there's only certain people that's going to do it to the ability of the Lord, man.
Come. Come. So Isaiah 36. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of their times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahushai, is his treasure.
God, man.
And this is the thing, man, because the fear of Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahushai, teaches knowledge. The fear of Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahushai, gives everything that you need, man. You know what I mean?
Man.
And this is the thing, man. You have to really get your ass up and do the work, man. And balance it out, man, because when you're unbalanced, you're gonna fall, man.
God.
You know, when you're on a bridge or on a stake, what we're in, man, you're unbalanced, you lose your balance, you fall to one side, man, you're gonna fucking die, man.
What does the scripture say? That the path is narrow.
Kind of so narrow, just on the right hand side of fire and left hand side of deep water, man.
God, if you're not balanced, how you gonna walk on something so narrow, man?
So you have to balance your shit up, man.
God.
You know? Come.
So with that, we want to give all praise, honor, glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors again to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth.
That's right.
Peace and blessings to the men of GMS, the hopeful elect also, doing this work in truth and sincerity.
Come.
And Yahweh brought desire, you are edified.
Come.
Until next time, Shalom.
Wa ba ba ba.
Wa ababa ba. Shalom.
Shalom.